Welcome to our solution SocioScan. We are Team FEASTN and let's get into it. Indonesia, the largest country in Southeast Asia by population with 280 million, faces a food security paradox. It produces vast amounts of food, yet millions still experience food insecurity. A small solution here has massive potential. Scale it up, and you have millions while driving better efficiency and return on investment. With an economy largely rooted in agriculture, improving food security just isn't a social issue. It's an economic necessity. Strengthening agricultural systems boosts exports, fuels growth, and reinforces national stability, which would make Indonesia a regional model. Lastly, with strong governmental interest in technological investments to improve food systems, our AI-driven solution becomes more feasible. While neighbors like Thailand and Vietnam also lead in agricultural exports and agritech, Indonesia's sheer population size amplifies its impact potential. Importantly, about 9.4% of Indonesians, 26 million people, live below the poverty line, surviving on less than $2.15 a day. It's not about food shortage, but about access and affordability. Households spend over 50% of their income on food, so even small price hikes, worsened by global tensions and climate change, can push families into crisis.
Now that you've seen the scale and stakes of Indonesia's food security challenge, let's talk about how AI can transform the space. Artificial intelligence is not here to replace existing systems, but to support and scale Indonesia's food access strategy. By analyzing massive data sets quickly and spotting patterns humans might miss, AI can help ensure that the right help reaches the right people at the right time, especially in underrepresented or overlooked communities. Let's look at current national strategies aimed at improving food access. Program Sembako is Indonesia's main non-cash food assistance initiative. It provides targeted households with monthly e-vouchers to purchase essential food items like rice, eggs, and tofu, promoting better nutrition. The free lunch program delivers daily meals to school children, pregnant women, and vulnerable groups to fight hunger and malnutrition, especially in rural areas. The National Food Agency, Bappenas, coordinates national food logistics, sets prior stability measures, and manages food reserves to respond during emergencies and prevent shortages. The Food Estate Program is a large-scale farming initiative aimed at increasing national food self-sufficiency and stabilizing supply through centralized agricultural zones. While programs like DPNT, non-cash food assistance, are helping, progress towards SDG 2, zero hunger, has been uneven. 6.5% of the population remains undernourished. Child stunting rates are still at 21.6%, and critically, the eligibility list for food assistance is often outdated, delaying or misdirecting aid. Many of these challenges stem from current national databases that are only updated every few years. This creates significant blind spots, particularly for rapidly changing or disaster-affected communities, resulting in aid exclusion and exacerbating inequities. Some strategies are working well. Program Sembako now uses e-vouchers for better targeting. There's a wider variety of food options, not just rice. The National Food Agency plays a strong coordinating role, but challenges remain, such as incomplete beneficiary data. Many households don't have proper IDs or updated records, especially in remote or low literacy communities, meaning they're often excluded from national support. Free lunch program logistics are also stretched thin, depending on multiple contractors across the islands. Remote areas remain under-reserved, and price volatility puts nutritious food out of reach for the poorest. So here's how AI can help close these equity gaps for missing or messy data. AI can clean data sets and flag underrepresented groups by recognizing unusual patterns. For poor targeting in remote areas, AI can merge satellite images with socioeconomic data to spot hidden poverty pockets. For logistics, AI can optimize distribution for initiatives like free lunch, even across hard-to-reach islands. For real-time supply and price tracking, AI offers continuous monitoring, and in crisis, AI enables early warnings, ensuring that marginalized communities aren't left behind. Indonesia's current food system is heavily centralized, but their structure creates inequity by missing grassroots level changes. We need bottom-up, data-driven innovation that includes everyone, especially those who typically fall through the cracks in outdated databases. And AI can help unlock this inclusivity. Our goal is to design a decision-making model that does more than track numbers. It must continuously update SCS data, welcome community voices, and empower localized food access strategies like urban farming. This ensures no one is left behind. So here's how AI helps. Mapping food aid will help in geospatial plus SCS data ensures every vulnerable group is visible. Crop prediction, ML helps small farmers boost yield in unstable climates. Community feedback, AI chatbots and local languages give voice to those often ignored. Policy simulation, test impact across diverse socio-economic groups. And real-time dashboards, visual tools help track change and equity in real time. With the right AI tools, we can finally close the gaps, making food access equitable, inclusive, and data-driven.
Indonesia currently relies on large-scale surveys like NUS to gather detailed data about household income, food consumption, and living conditions. While comprehensive, this data comes with major limitations. The data is only updated every few years through huge nationwide surveys, which require extensive manpower. By the time the data is analyzed, a family's situation may have already changed. This delay means that food aid may go to households who no longer need it, while vulnerable households impacted by sudden shocks like floods are overlooked. It takes a lot of time, money, and manpower to update this database constantly. To bridge this gap, we introduced SocioScan, a machine learning model. Small area estimation models will be used to combine satellite imagery and spatial data snapshots of various neighborhoods with pre-existing socioeconomic data from SUSNAS. Together, this data trains SocioScan, a machine learning model, to recognize visual indicators of vulnerability, such as signs of disaster. SocioScan learns to detect patterns between visible environmental features and household conditions. Over time, it will be able to track and predict the socioeconomic status of a neighborhood using regularly updated geospatial inputs. When a sudden shock occurs, like a flood, SocioScan detects the changes in the geospatial environment. Then, it predicts the likely socioeconomic status of the affected household in real time. Lastly, it flags those in urgent need of food aid. This allows aid to be delivered faster and more precisely without the need for constant manual surveys. To make this work, we need to engage three key stakeholders. Firstly, the Ministry of Development and Planning, BAPNAS. Next, the financial technology companies. And lastly, the non-governmental organizations. BAPNAS plays a crucial role in aligning national development goals with budget allocation and policies. By integrating SocioScan's data, BAPNAS can make more informed decisions in planning and resource targeting. Fintech companies like LinkAja and GoPay can distribute digital food vouchers, track their usage in real time, and identify underserved or high-risk areas based on spending patterns. NGOs like Food Bank of Indonesia and Oxfam have local reach and trust, helping to deliver aid directly. Food Bank of Indonesia helps redistribute surplus food to those in need, while Oxfam supports community resilience during disasters. These organizations ensure aid reaches the people who need it the most quickly. With SocioScan, we can get real-time updates to the list of households in need of food aid, allowing aid to be given more quickly and precisely without the need for constant manual surveys. Indonesia can move from a slow and outdated socio-economic status tracking system to a targeted, timely, and more efficient one.
This real-time insight helps inform evidence-based policy changes. In collaboration with institutions like Bappenas and Indonesia's National Food Agency, we can distribute food aid faster, cheaper, and more precisely. It reduces waste, improves accessibility, and directly supports Indonesia's progress on SDG 2. A similar model was used in Africa and successfully cut down manpower costs dramatically, proving that AI can make vulnerability visible. Now, we're bringing that same power to Indonesia, where the need is urgent and the scale is massive. I'll be going through the workflow of our AI model, SocioScan. We will collect new satellite data using these tools and will then extract these features, labeled as input variables. We will score, say, roof quality from a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest quality and 1 being the lowest quality, and this applies to these two as well. The score for each variable will be used in this weighted scoring equation to calculate a poverty score, which will then be used to draw a poverty map and then a food aid map. For roof quality, a score of 1 suggests poor roof quality and therefore a low SDS, whereas a high score of 10 suggests high quality of the roof material and therefore higher SES. For our model, we will feed SocioScan satellite images and train it to identify houses and roofs before distinguishing between high and low quality material to calculate the roof quality score. For example, we will train SocioScan to distinguish these houses from the trees and identify the roofs before distinguishing between material quality. So these houses are likely using zinc roofs, which will be scored as 1 for quality materials. And we can look at this example. These houses are now likely using cedar shakes, which will be scored as 10. Now here's our test data. This will be a newly captured satellite image, and this seems to suggest zinc roofs being used. Hence, SocioScan will indicate a score of 1 and keep this information updated in its database. Now this will be repeated for the other two variables. But in the interest of time, feel free to pause the video here to have a look at the workflow, but in the interest of time, I will conclude. Our goal is to build a scalable, inclusive, AI-driven food aid system for Indonesia, ensuring equity in food access. We need a minimum of USD 500,000, and here's the breakdown. Please pause the video to look at the breakdown of our spending. Our message for you is to invest in us. We are cost-effective, impact-driven, equity-enhancing, scalable, and sustainable. With SocioScan, we turn raw, real-time satellite data into smart, high-impact decisions. We invite you to invest in a future where food aid reaches the right people at the right time. Food is available. We just need to make it accessible to those who need it the most. So stand with us and choose SocioScan. Thank you.